Not that the words will do it justice, but we're making a spicy roast beef sandwich. I figured the pictures at the very beginning would do more than what I was telling you we were making. And you already know how gorgeous this is gonna turn out. So, here's what's happening. I'm gonna show you how to make a gorgeous, hugely delicious roast beef. And then make a spicy, damn fine sandwich with it. But because you know how to make a roast beef and then turn it into a sandwich, means that after this you will know how to make a roast beef, period. You want to serve just roast beef? Serve just roast beef. We got you covered.
How are we cooking it?
Oh, we're gonna cook it in the oven. Look, we've got all toys and shit here to use, but we thought this would be something that everybody's mostly got an oven. Mostly. I know some people don't. But if you got an oven, even a big enough toaster oven, you could do this.
What are you putting on the outside?
Can I get to that? Let's just look at the roast beef. He's so anxious back there today. Should we tell people what we did yesterday?
We planned our episodes.
We planned our episodes. How often do we do that?
It's the first time that we did it like this.
Proper answer is every Saturday. I won't be lying. Going forward. It was nice, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It's nice. Little father-son time.
So we're not yelling at each other, trying to figure out what to do on the day of.
The biggest fights we have are the day of, in the moment. We agree we're going to cook something, and then at the last minute, I might pull a switch up. And then Max is like, oh, that's not what I thought we were doing. And then we argue. And poor Chance is the beneficiary of those arguments, aren't you?
I'm actually legally obligated to remain neutral in the argument, so that's pretty much all I can say.
All right, here we go. Look at what we're using because you're going to like this. And in this packaging is, wait for it, got to get this extra paper off. Wow. A beautiful 6-pound prime rib roast beef. It might be a little redundant. A beautiful prime rib. And
That baby's thick.
this baby's thick, yeah. It's 2 bones. There they are. 1 and 2. And it's tied with string because the bones, and I don't know if you can quite see right in here? The bones have actually been cut off the prime rib and then tied back on. So you get the benefit of the bones cooking in the oven beautifully, but nobody wants to take 130-degree roast beef that's 6 pounds when it's hot and try and cut the bones off, because you want to carve this easily. So when this is done, I cut here, they come off, we eat those after, and then I'm just carving this baby exactly the way I want. But to get this ready for the oven, we're gonna make a little paste rub that will go on the outside. Alrighty, we're starting with garlic. And I'm gonna use a bunch of big fat cloves because this guy requires it. It's a huge ass piece of meat, you know, and you need lots of garlic for this. This is all about building beautiful flavor. So I'm gonna put like 6 fat cloves in this guy. Let's go one more, shall we, Max? There we go. Oops. Oops. All right, garlic's in. Next is mustard. I often use grainy. I don't have grainy today. I thought I did. So we're using regular plain. And it won't taste like mustard when you're done. It'll just be delicious. And now the fun part. Ready for this? Boom! Anchovy paste. And like the mustard, except it's gross, sorry. Anchovy paste is really gross coming out.
I want to know what everybody thinks about the choice of anchovy paste. So let's see your comments.
Let me just say this. Like the mustard that you won't taste as mustard, you won't taste this as anchovy paste. It's gonna add that gorgeous umami-like flavoring. Beautiful. And you're probably thinking, Sam, where's the salt and pepper? It's coming now, right on the roast. So our guy comes back and we season. Salt and pepper quite aggressively all the way around because it's a big boy and it's thick everywhere. Even down here on these bones will not hurt. Because you know what happens with the bones. You eat them separately after. Those are the treat for whoever likes a bone. In my case, is me. All right, seasoned up beautifully. Now our paste. And that will look like this. We'll start on the bottom because we're going to flip them over. Sides like this. This side. Yum. I know what this is going to do, what the anchovy and the mustard's going to do. And I know people look at this sometimes and think it's a bit odd. I'm telling you, it ain't odd. The mustard trick, my mom taught me. She's made her roast beefs like this forever. And I would never go against my mother's work because she's an amazing cook. So now we'll turn this kid over. Now we'll just apply right up here to the fat. And we're going to cook this fat on top. We like the fat to drip down a bit. Sort of self-base this kid. If it's on the bottom, it runs into the baking sheet. If it's on top, it runs down on top of our boy here. We good? Anybody see any spots that need help? By the way, this is also known as a standing rib roast because when you've got bones in it, it stands up. Okay, this is done. We wipe our hands off quickly with a little water. Here's our cooking style. My oven right now is on to 450. The whole kid goes into the oven. It gets 15 minutes, turned down to 325, and then we let it go for 12 to 15 minutes a pound until it reaches our desired temperature inside. And our desired temperature today will be 125 degrees. We're aiming for a finished temp of 130. But with a piece of meat this size, there will be about 5 degrees of carryover. It'll continue to get hotter by 5 degrees. But we're not leaving this to chance, Max, are we?
Yeah, because they'll fuck it up.
We're not. I didn't think about that. That's funny. Sorry, Chancey. We're using our probe thermometer, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. And the probe temp is red here at the end. So I want this in the middle in the thickest part of the roast. So come down here and watch what we'll do. So by measuring, I can see I want to aim. Does this look like the middle?
Yeah.
Right there? So I'm going to hold my probe. If I want it there, I know I want to stop it going in right here. So I'm going to go in the back and just aim for that center spot. Push in and stop right there. Now I'm set. Now, this goes in the oven, and I come back. What? Where are we?
We just.
Oh, I gotta do this. Sorry. All right, so it's in. My timer's set for 15 minutes. In the meantime, we have onions and jalapeños to begin softening. Look, we've got a solid hour and a half of cooking, so we could chill and do it later. But I just like to get it ready. Then, once your work is done, then you're okay. So we'll cut, we'll get them softening in a pan, and all will be fucking delicious. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna cut them down the middle, like this. These guys will break up. Perfect. All right, so these guys, we'll just hold them off to the side here while we cut our jalapeños. Stem, goodbye. Now we're gonna leave everything in these guys. The membrane, the seeds, the whole shooting match. And what's this gonna do, Max? Add the heat.
Make it spicy.
It's no fair if you answer after I've given the answer. Most of the heat comes from right in there. This membrane and those seeds, but we're okay to leave them in. And now everybody can go into the pan. Our favorite lubricant combo, butter and oil. Uh-oh. Chosen, I need more oil. Remember, butter gives flavor, oil keeps it from burning. And now come the onions and the jalapeños. And now on modest heats, nothing crazy. Over the next 20, 30 minutes, these guys are gonna soften, start to caramelize or caramelize, as some people say. We'll add a couple things down near the end, but for now, this is our job. Just waiting, letting it all happen. Did they look nice? I love jalapenos cut like that. I don't do it very often, but I love it. The onions and peppers are beautiful. We want to add two things. 1, to 3 things. Come look, and then we're just gonna let them go super low for another 15 minutes until they're gorgeous. Come on, look how pretty they are. Softening beautifully. I want the onions a little bit darker. See, some are starting to get there, but some are not. So we're gonna do this. We'll just throw a little bit more butter in because we can, because we want this to be luxurious in the final sandwich we're gonna make. We'll add to that some thinly sliced garlic, a little salt and pepper. We'll give it some love and stir. And now this is on very low. And it's just gonna sit here on low. I'll keep my eye on it until it darkens up a bit. Boy, I'll tell you, if you poured like 10 beaten eggs into this thing right now, it would be one hell of a party. We're there. It's time. The roast beef has just been taken out of the oven. Now, I should give it, a solid half an hour, but we're not going to because we're hungry. It smells amazing, and we're gonna run out of light soon. So next is this. I made a little beef broth. We wanna make a jus. Like an au jus for dipping in. So this is just straight beef broth. I'm gonna add 2 things to it. One is a little Worcestershire, just a teaspoon or so, like that, maybe half a teaspoon. And then a bunch of fresh ground black pepper, like that. I like a peppery bite with my jus. Or is that more a peppery sip with my jus? And then this will mix. Perfect, we'll keep that warm. Now, the roast beef. And here's our friend, looking gorgeous. Nice crust. By the way, the smell that's coming off is neither mustard nor anchovy. It's just straight frickin' delicious. And I can't wait to cut into it. Max is moving and I'm moving. Is that a good combination?
It's nice.
Is it nice? I'll tell you what, watch. You go that way, I'll go this way now.
Go. See, except my movements are perfect and yours are
Because I'm using my hands and you're using f***ing technology. All right, let's get the guy off of this and cut it, right?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we'll put him on here, like that. Wow. All right, so let's do this. So remember, we have 2 bones in here. I could cut right in between the bones, but I'm gonna cheat it a little bit more to one side so I have more cutting room. So I'll use the bones as my guide. I'll stand them up. Oh my gosh. It's just freaking gorgeous all the way around. Look, it's dripping, it's juicy, it's fantastico. All right, I'm gonna just go here, try and go. Ow, it's hot. I don't know what I was expecting it to be. Shall we look? You always want it to be nice inside, and damn, I forgot the string.
Wow.
That's a picture, huh? Look at that. Pretty nice. Now remember, the bones will just lift off because they were already cut off. Oh, that's just being held on by this. So we can set the bones down. This guy's still being held on by string. We'll remove this. Look at these bones. That is some fantastic eating right there. Oh my gosh. Nothing worse than cutting something elegant like this open and it's bad. All right, so as best I can, I want to try and stand them up and get some beautiful cuts here. We just want a little pile, don't we? Oh boy, look at. Okay, so I don't carve like one of those guys at the carving station at the buffet, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make a pile that's gonna go in this thing. And wait a sec, I'm being unfair to our friends here. Boys, would you like to taste this before I get too far?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, the best part is this, the rib cap part up here, also known as the spinalis dorsi, or dorsi.
Ah, yes, the spinalis dorsi.
The spinalis, and that is an outstanding bite. So give me a second. Let me just cut a couple bites here. for everybody.
Spinella Dorsey.
Here, that one
Barbecue guy.
for Chansey.
Thank you, Sam.
Maxie gets this beautiful piece here. Here you go, buddy. And now we'll all have a bite. And I'll take mine with a little bit of fat on it because I love that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's the juiciest shit in the world.
unbelievable. And correct me if I'm wrong. Anchovies? No.
No anchovy.
Mustard? No. Deliciousness? Yes. Back to carving. All right, I got enough. Oh my God. This is, I feel like King Henry
I know.
with all this. All right, next up, we gotta get ready to make this. Don't forget, this is not a lot of work, but you know, it took a bit. Here's the beautiful little baguette that we're using. It was a take and bake. You buy it, you put it in the oven at 375 for 8 or 9 minutes. It comes out smelling delicious and a little crispy and stuff. So we're gonna prep this, then we'll do the onions on the flat top with some cheese, and then it happens, okay? Here's what goes on this guy. We're using just 2 things. First thing we're using is a little steak sauce, because I like it. Not too much, we got great flavors already, but just wanna enhance. The second thing is a little spicy mustard, that these two together are gonna do great, great things. We spread this. Now comes our beautiful roast beef that will look like this. Oh, it's dripping on the way in. Oh my gosh. What? Wop?
There was a wasp over there.
A wop?
A wasp.
Wait, that's
A wasp.
touch more. How are we at? Good?
Beautiful.
Everybody happy here? Now comes the peppers and the onions. Remember those? Watch what we're doing. Well, really, we're all trying to stay away from a wasp that's flying around, but aside from that,
Wasp.
you guys say it twice?
3 times, actually.
Is that something?
3 times.
That's the song. Oh my god, you still don't get it? In the chorus, they go wop, wop, wop.
No, I didn't. I don't know
Yeah,
the song.
I know. Okay, no. The point is,
I know
when
of
said-
the song.
I said I went wasp, wasp, wasp. You go, I know.
F off. Just look before I put them down. How gorgeous these have become. The color. And the pieces of garlic in here. So let's not be too cheap. We'll just put down a nice little pile like this. Let that start to heat up. And while it does, we come in on top with a couple pieces of beautiful, lacy Swiss cheese. Ah, this is gonna be good. Now the fun part is we add some water, let it steam. And melty, lovely. Shall we get this?
Get it.
And here we go. Oh my God. Oh, shit. I don't mean to sound surprised at how gorgeous it is, but damn, look at it. I'm almost having a religious experience standing here looking down on this.
I don't blame you.
I mean, it's everything I wanted it to be. Sometimes it's not everything you want it to be. This time, I think it's actually more than I wanted it to be. Let's put some jus in our little bowl here. That peppery, delicious little snap it's gonna have from the Worcestershire. And now this guy. The jalapeños, Swiss melty on top of that, and the onions, and then this freaking gorgeous roast beef. I hate to like squish the whole guy out to cut it, but I have to, right, Max?
Yes.
Just a bit. See that little piece of now sweet garlic that just jumped out at me, just to remind me that he was there. Ah, son of a biatch. That's what this is about. This perfectly tender, juicy roast beef. And this crispy little roll. The textural differences are the best, and everything inside is gonna be the shit. Let's bite. So first bite's got to be alone. I mean, no of the jus, right? Before I have this next bite, because it may be my last, ever. It's so good I may die after it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you don't have to find us. We just come looking for you. And now some of the jus, gently dipped. I can't believe it. It's so good.
Couldn't have done the whole toilet paper on your eyes?
No, I just wanted a little corner. See ya.